Great week, obviously a big win for us. Always nervous playing on the road, trying to find a way to get your first road win. The environment we knew was going to be different. Didn't know how our guys would respond to, just the change in how the crowd and the environment was going to be, and they did a good job with all that. Probably our most complete game after watching it and coming back. We made less mental mistakes than we've been making in the past. We eliminated some of the big penalties, still had more than we want, still had turnovers that we don't want, so we got things to correct. But all in all, was still our most complete game. And in a game like that, I think you always battle going in knowing that on paper, physically, we should be better than them, and challenging your guys to do their job and play the way they're supposed to play and not play to either the record of the opponent or even physically to the level of the opponent in some cases. And we've seen those games, as I guess last year, a year ago, it was a really close game, came down to the wire. I thought our guys responded and played the way they needed to and put the game away early and allowed us to, take a step forward. So it kind of showed some maturity. I think our guys kind of grew up a little bit. And hopefully that'll help us carry into the second half of the season and we can keep improving. I had enough respect for their ability to score points on offense that I didn't really truly believe we were out of harm's way till midway through the third quarter when you realize that our defense wasn't going to give up a cheap score. I thought they had I think Arbuckle can really throw the ball. Now, I think we made him uncomfortable and got to him and made his day not very much fun. But I just kept thinking that they may pop one over the top. And I think midway through the third quarter is when I kind of realized, all right, this is going to move the direction we want it to. They're not going to get back in the game. But after watching it on film, though, I just nothing of it really big, huge things, just subtle improvement in different spots that I think we're progressing, we're moving forward as much as anything. Obviously, we won't practice straight through all the way until next Tuesday. Today was a day off for the guys as usual. We'll continue to do that on Monday. We'll practice about an hour tomorrow, crisp, and we'll start introducing some Lafayette, just a small amount of just kind of base thought process. We'll get a good solid practice in on Wednesday, and then we'll turn right back around on Thursday and give them a day off to try to get somebody's healthy and feeling better. And then we start what will basically be a game week from Friday through the Tuesday game in terms of our normal kind of process of getting into routine, I guess, would be as best you can with a Tuesday night game. So it works in our favor. We get an extra day and a half to look at Lafayette. We get to watch them play tomorrow night against Texas State, both of who we still have on the schedule. And it maybe gives us a chance to get a couple guys' bodies feeling a little bit better. They're big, and they were picked to win the conference for a reason. They're athletic. Be a huge challenge to travel down there and play at their place, and we're going to have to eliminate the mistakes we made this week and take a better energy level to their place and go into a hostile environment. I think the crowd will be great, and especially if they're able to come up with a win tomorrow night. I would think they'd be ready for us when we come down there next Tuesday.
It's good for the kids, because the things that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks finally kind of take place. Once they understand that if you guys just execute and do what we ask you to do and do what you're coached to do, how good things could be. So I think it was really good for them to kind of get that feeling. And hopefully that'll lead to us, having a great week of practice and getting ready to play a big game the next one. With Michael back, I think we're a lot more explosive. And that's not taking anything away from the other backs. The other backs have also played really well. But probably where we should be. I hope we continue to grow. I hope Freddie continues to develop, and because when we can, manage it for him and he continues to complete, somewhere upwards of 70% of his balls, I think that'll really make us dynamic, because that's we have not mastered the forward pass as of right now, and so we got to continue to get better at that. And as we do, I think that'll make us more explosive. But probably where we need to be, as you guys can tell, I'm usually not really happy about much anyway. So, no, we just got to keep improving. We keep improving, I think we'll finish where we need to.
We felt like that this was the best quarterback we had seen coming into the game, and this year. And I still believe if you give that guy time, he can do it. I mean, I just think he's really accurate. You saw it on a couple balls he hit there in the second half down the sideline. I mean, I felt like we were in good coverage, and he put them in there. So, you know, we felt like we had to take away his first read, be solid on the second read, and be around the third read. And if we could do that, that would buy us more time up front to get to him. And then, so doing that, you had to go back and look at the run game once you get this coverage concept down. And we felt like by changing some fits at the linebacker position that we could make them have to make the ball bounce one gap further. And we were able to do that. I think it hurt us one time on one run. And then outside of that one particular run, we played it pretty decent until right there at the end when we had some other guys in. Early in the game, they hit, I think the first play of the game, they ran inside zone. We just, Dexter put his hat in a gap and put his hat in another gap and messed the linebacker up, and they got about 4 yards. Then they came back and ran the counter, and Xavier didn't fit the thing correctly, and I think he got about another 4 yards. But then after that, that was it. Well, it's a different game now. I mean, with Lafayette, their quarterback is we're going to see more of a quarterback run game. He will be it'll be very similar like playing Arkansas State from that standpoint. It'll be like going against Freddie. The quarterback is very athletic. He's been around the league for a while. They're going to run the ball. They got a big running back, big guy. They put another little guy back there, another guy that's a little bit smaller, but he's more of a scat guy. But the big guy, number 46, has been in the league for – we played against him when I was at middle as a true freshman, when he was a true freshman, and I thought he was good then. He's still good. He's a load. It looks like that what they want to try to do is put their big people on your little people. They're big up front. I expect them to come in and run the ball quite a bit, establish a run, because that's what they do, either by giving it to him or involving the quarterback, and then they've got perimeter runs. So there'll be some play action, there'll be some boots, there'll be some sprint out. That's what they've been doing. I don't see them changing. I think they shared the title with ASU last year, and they've been in the fight every year since Mark Hudspeth has been there. He's done an outstanding job. I've got a lot of respect for him as a coach and what him and the staff do. I've known Mark back when I was at Valdosta. He was at North Alabama. So he's always done a heck of a job. We've always had some great battles.